Oh, hey guys, how's it going? Hey Google, turn off the porch light. Another day, but we need to talk. There's been some changes, and I figure, you know what, there's no better way to talk than to jump on this pig, go for our first ride of the season, because I haven't been out yet, and do a little bike vlog. Changes coming to the channel, some that a lot of you are not going to enjoy, but it is what it is. When you hear the reason why, I'm pretty sure you'll understand, or you won't, but that's fine. Anyway, let me get this thing all set up. I need to check the tire pressure, make sure we're good. Probably not, so I'm probably gonna have to put some air in the tires, and we'll go for a rip. Man, I think the last time I rode this thing was in November. Feels weird. Hopefully the wind isn't cocking over the program too much. Man, forgot how hard this thing is to move around. Holy crap, pushing way too much force. Thought about getting a new bike for this season, one that wasn't such a pig. You know, something like what Sarah has, an aluminum frame and smaller tires, lighter all around. I swear her bike only weighs like 30 pounds. This friggin' thing clocks in at close to 65, 70. It's hard to really weigh it though, because I don't have a hanging scale. All I have is like my scale. So I have two ways of weighing it. I can either weigh myself and then pick up the bike and weigh myself while holding the bike and then do math, or the way I did it, put it on the scale and do a catwalk, then just hold it vertical, and it came in at 70 pounds. That's why going downhill, it's so easy. She picks up so much speed, but going uphill, holy crap, basically really got to put the thighs into her, let me tell you. But anyway, out to get some much needed cardio, burn off some of this winter fat, and to talk about nonsense and bullshit. Hopefully the audio is coming through and it's not getting too wind noise blasted. So, as for channel updates, what's going on? Well, if you follow me on Facebook, or if you live in Ontario, you probably got all the new news I did. First off, you probably noticed not a lot of vehicles around. Well, we're under a new enhanced lockdown. We were under an enhanced lockdown, but now they've enhanced it even more. So now, and it's pretty crazy, stores, 25% capacity. All non-essentials for curbside are currently closed. I don't know if that means Canadian Tire curbside is shut down. Probably. Non-essential purchases closed. Like you can't go to Walmart and buy like a belt or pants or underpants, or you can only buy essential stuff. Clothing is not essential because you need clothing to leave your house. One problem is people who have kids. Kids, once they hit a certain age, they grow like a weed. I know I did. When I hit 11, holy crap, I gained a foot overnight pretty much. The jeans I was wearing at the start of the school year were not the same jeans I was wearing at the end of the school year. That's for friggin' sure. So basically booze, weed, cigarettes, food, cleaning supplies, medication, and dog stuff like pet food. Anything else, you're not allowed to buy it. No boots, no gardening supplies. You can get it but from curbside, which is really, really stupid. So another thing they decided to recently add, and this burns my dick, is they've closed down Crownland camping. Guys, you know how much I was looking forward to this year? Taking Oreo, jumping in the truck, going camping, having a good time, you know, testing it out. I had some plans for this summer. I was going to give a test run with Oreo camping, see how that worked out. And if it worked out good, on a weekend, we were going to plan a trip. Well, I was going to plan a trip. You can't really plan much. He's just a dog. But I was going to plan a trip where we were going to go to Tobermory. And if you follow Rex 4x4, I think, could be wrong, but I think Rex did at one time post a video of him and his family going to Tobermory. And I was thinking about doing that. Give Oreo a whole new location to explore and smell and leave his shit all over. Could have been a fun time. Now with the government canceling Crownland camping, and camping in general, and stay-at-home orders, those plans are kibosh until that's lifted. So all the gear I got for camping, I won't be able to use it. That sucks. So far, fishing is still open. Fishing is still deemed essential. All the tackle and bait shops are still open for curbside. No in-store purchases. Call ahead, order what you need, show up, give them money, they give you your shit, you go away. Pretty much no different than it was last year. Now, another thing they've recently added was cops can pull you over if you're out driving. Now, we don't have a curfew, but if you're out driving, the cops can pull you over and ask you where are you going, why are you out, and where do you live? And if you resist in any way, they have full permission to fine you $750 freaking dollars. How crazy is that? That's kind of brutal, but there was a posting today on the local city police saying that they're not going to be doing that. They got bigger fish to fry. And the stupid thing is, 98% of the cases in Ontario are like south of Barrie. The other 2% are up here. So depending on how long this lasts, might cock over my entire fun-filled planned summer. So that kind of pisses me off, because I had a lot of intentions to do some fun shit this summer. Get some traveling in, go chase after some new fish species. Well, new for me, one of them being crappie. But it looks like that battle plan might be kiboshed due to the government trying the same damn thing and expecting different results. Honestly, you want to prevent the spread? Shut down that damn airport and quit taking international flights. Holy crap. Why do we have variants in Canada? Because we have people coming back from variant countries, and people coming in from variant countries who are asymptomatic and bringing the damn thing with them. It's not rocket science, but I guess if you're a government official, it's rocket science. So, holy, side of that stealth is pretty crunchy. You guys probably saw that. Are we on wide view? Oh, yeah, we're on wide. Okay. Something else that occurred that happened a while ago, which kind of contributed to the lack of videos. Basically, what I'm referring to is any adverts you've seen on the videos, those have not been mine. That's right, guys. Vlogging Life no longer has AdSense. And by Vlogging Life, I mean Skivinz, whatever. This channel no longer makes money. Literally, I'm doing this now because I feel like doing it, not because I'm making money doing it. So the original plan of I'm going to use the income from this channel to help build a roof no longer applies, because this channel no longer makes money. Now, you probably still see ads on the videos, and you will, because YouTube puts ads on all videos regardless of partnership or not. So whatever you do, don't click on the ads, and if you've disabled your ad blocker to help a brother out, you can go ahead and turn that shit back on, because the only one you're helping out is corporate YouTube. Mind you, it's not that big of a deal, right? When I was producing a video a day, and this is the thing, this is the problem, is I would struggle for content. I'd be like, oh man, what the hell am I gonna make a video about? I gotta come up with an idea, like quick. Let's just start a vlog in the morning. That's how it would work. Let's start a vlog in the morning. Something fun might happen, and then in the afternoon, we have our title. And there were days where nothing would happen. So then I'd really have to struggle bus and come up with an idea. That wasn't fun. You know, I thought we'd come down this way here and see if this is open. Obviously, Nipissing water levels are up because that creek beside me is pretty full. Last year, this time, this was closed because it was flooded out. But it looks okay. Oh yeah, this is fine. Anyway, even when I was making a video a day back in March, the only thing that really helped me out, even back in the day in February and March when I was streaming and making a video every day, the average payout wasn't that great, all right? It was maybe a Tim Hortons double-double and a crawler, like $3 a day. Over 30 days, that's $90, all right? So when people say they want to do YouTube as a job, I say, unless you have a real brilliant idea that is going to take off faster than an electric car, that's going to generate you mad freaking views right from the get-go, get a part-time job, because you're going to blow a bunch of money on it, you're going to get burnout, and you're going to be mad, and you're going to be broke. Do not do YouTube as a job from the get-go. Get a job that makes you money, that can sustain you. Do YouTube as a hobby. If you magically find an equation that turns it into a substantial income, then quit your day job and go full-time YouTube if that's what you want to do. But keep in mind, what happened to me can happen to you. They didn't give me any rhyme or reason. Oh, the water level is still pretty low here, right? Holy shit. We'll go to the dock there and I'll show you. But yeah, YouTube didn't give me any reason. I literally got an email from Partnership Programs. I just submitted the tax form. They wanted the W-2 tax form, the same one that Fullscreen was bitching about. I finally figured out what the hell it was, and I sent it into YouTube anyway. I didn't bother with Fullscreen because I quit with them. And they They accepted it, said everything was fine. And then all of a sudden I got a Dear John letter. Not saying that it was because of a copyright strike or community violation. And my channel is well within the required stats. You need 1,000 subscribers and at least 40,000 hours of views in a month. Or in a year, sorry. And I do that in a month. So I'm well, even when I don't upload, I for some reason do that, so I don't get it, but whatever. But what I'm saying is there's no rhyme or reason why they pulled the plug. They just did. Making it your job, keep in mind that at any given time, tomfuckery can happen. You could lose your partnership and your way to make ends meet. This is why I say, have another job. Now mind you, you look at a lot of big YouTubers, and a lot of them, there's a reason why they're reaching out to partnership programs like the Man Shave Club or whatever, Dollar Shave, Henry Shave, Butcher Box, some stupid role-playing game on your cell phone. It's because those sponsored ads make way the hell more money than YouTube ads. Jeez man, cops are down here in full force. Holy. It's kind of chilly out too. I should have worn a jacket, but I figured the cooler I keep my body, the harder I can push it. And the more calories it's going to burn trying to regulate temperature. Oh, there's some fellow protesters fed up with lockdown. I don't blame them. The North is being punished for the South. As always, we get cocked over due to population. So I just do what I want. Well, I couldn't even go down the dock if I wanted to. They got that shit barricaded right off. Well, I guess I could just go around the barricade. I am on a bike, not a car. As you can see, Johnny Law is everywhere down here. Probably shouldn't frig around. Don't need to poke the bear. Quite literally, actually. I guess you could say the lack of monetization led to the lack of forcing video content, which in turn led to the lack of videos, which is why there really hasn't been any. You know, today I'm recording this one because I was like, you know what, let's go give the Fatbike a rip. It's a beauty day, it's sunny out. Thought it was going to be warmer, but well, looks can be deceiving. Proof is in the pudding, whatever the hell that means. Holy crap, man. You're going to commit crimes in North Bay, guys. I'm telling you right now, go to the other end of town. All the cops are over here for some reason. I wonder if they're looking for somebody. Riding this Fatbike, man, I'm telling you, it's good exercise. Thought about converting this thing to electric, but yeah. That's the reason for a lack of videos. Now it's like I don't feel forced into trying to come up with an idea for content just to keep the RPM, the revenue per mile up. Because that's the thing with YouTube, right? The more you post, the higher the cumulative RPM goes. So at one point in Christmas especially, I did good at Christmas because I was holding an RPM when I was doing a video every day December, or Vlogmas, whatever the hell you want to call it. I was pulling in some pretty good cash. I was making about $5-6 a day, which on ScrewTube is pretty damn good. My cousin comes down here somewhere. They got a little fort. Him and his buddies come down here and they drink beers and shit and ride their bikes. He said he's going to be out. I wonder if I can find him. I'm going to give her a go. Let's go see if we can find my cousin Don. Like I say, now that the monetization is gone, now I can make videos when I want to. Do stuff that I want to do, like, you know, the bike rack video. Those aren't my ads on there. The video of Dad and I doing the filling in the hole. Yeah, those a lot of those videos I made this month. What month are we? April? This month, pretty much after my birthday. Shortly after my birthday. That's when the shit hit the fan. I got the letter saying that AdSense is pulled. You're not making money off your videos. Thanks for coming out, GG. Sorry for any inconvenience. So I got like one more payment coming in at the end of April for March, and that's it. YouTube's no more. Oh, you gotta get your essentials, boys. Beer store. It's essential. The drunks, you gotta essentially be drunk all the time. I think my cousin goes back here though. Like there's, oh, this bike, I tell you. If I don't buy a new bike, I'm sending this one into the shops when they reopen. I'm having somebody take a look. I'm gonna go check down here. I think it's down here where him and his buddies hang out. Even though he hasn't seen me since I was just a little guy. Probably wouldn't even recognize me for crying out loud. Any trains? No. Looking out for trains, they can't steer. Is this somebody's yard? So, like I say, there will still be videos. I'm not quitting YouTube. I'm just not putting as much effort in as I did over the last 10 years. Is that a driveway or is that public access now? I don't think this is where they come. I could be wrong. Oh, there's no exit over here. Oh, shit. But I have come down here before. My aunt used to live down here. I remember picking up Mom down here. Should come visit. That's a nice friggin' house. Holy shit. Bet you they pay a lot of taxes for having waterfront property. Lucky bastards. Wake up in the morning, go outside and just fish. There's the train tracks. I was gonna say I could turn right and go over there, but that's a hard no. Holy shit, I'd hate to mow that lawn. Jesus Murphy. This probably just turns into a dead end right to the train tracks. Okay, well, there's a beachfront here and a walking trail. Kinsman Beach. Is this where they come? I don't know. Okay, obviously I'm gonna want to pump the brakes. Guys, I got my back brake fully depressed. These brakes are awesome on this bike. That's sarcasm in case you didn't catch on. I'm pretty sure it's down here where my cousin would come and they would have campfires and just hang out. You know, thinking about it, this could be a pretty juice spot for fishing. Yeah, what am I'm trying to set this up for a good thumbnail, but it's kind of hard to do that when you got nothing to put your kickstand on. Is this a little harder? Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, you know, this could be a pretty good spot for fishing, except for that hike, but walk down there on the shoreline, or even go over there on those rocks and drill out and catch some shallow bass. I bet you they're in the shore right now too. If this wasn't a sanctuary right now, we could totally go and decimate them. I didn't even know this beachfront here existed. This is pretty good. Huh, all right, well, we got a little bit of a hill to climb, and let's, I guess, try and figure out how the hell we're gonna get back to the road without looping all the way back. Let's go. I don't know if you can see that right here. It's a golf tee. I guess, there's a couple of them down there. I guess people were just sailing freaking golf balls out into the lake. Oh man, crazy. All right, I got a hill to climb. So there's the lake over there. I just jumped the tracks and had to carry the bike over it, but holy crap, I'm winded. Freaking ravens up ahead too. Cool, but this is all new. This is bike path. Very cool, because that's Gorman up there, I think. I can't remember where the hell I am right now. So I wonder when this starts, because we skipped off at Jet Street, or Gorman, or whatever the hell street we were on. See, that street that we were on is supposed to loop in here and connect up here to this Gorman, but it doesn't. Oh, I'm winded and I got another hill to climb. Holy shit, I'm out of shape. Well, they do say round is a shape, so. All right, it's friggin' deer manure. Worst case Ontario, we'll walk it. So last year, if you remember, Sarah and I, we did a bike ride, and she realized we were gonna go fishing that night. She was out of jigs, and the North Bay Outfitters was closed. Can't remember why. So I think they were just closed. It's a mom and pop operation. Sometimes they like to fish too, whatever. So we ended up coming down. We're in her neck of the woods. We went to Bay Outfitters, they were closed. We biked down here to Canadian Tire to get jig heads, and they had these like rubber hoses along here with a sensor. Basically, it's an indicator to see how many people are bicycling on this path, so they can do a survey to see if it'd be financially feasible to create the bike path that we were just on back there. So that's kind of cool. I do say so myself, because that makes this trip a little funner. Because the rip I'm doing right now, it's about 17 kilometers. If you remember last year, well, there was a week where I had to cover for some after hour shifts. Somebody was sick and they basically asked me to work 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday to Friday. And well, because I could definitely use the money, I was like, hard yes. It was in August. It was when I was doing my bicycle charity for the Sick Kids Foundation. So I still needed to get some kilometers in, because I had 850 freaking kilometers to do, because that was the deal. For every dollar raised until August 1st is every kilometer I'm going to put down on the old Fatbike. And we did it and then some. But let me tell you, from 9 until 10:30, or is it maybe 9 till 10, every night after work, we jumped on the bike and we did this exact rip we're doing right now. And it's about 17 and a half kilometers. It's not too bad. It's a good little jaunt. I don't know, I enjoy it. So because that's green, I'm just gonna let it rip tater chip, because I am theoretically a vehicle. I wonder if they put a bike path on this side too, because that'd be stellar. Because last year Sarah and I had fun biking from her place and then going over to Canadian Tire and looking at things, or biking over to a chip stand and having a burger and a fry. Or nice to have more bike paths. But I definitely think that when restrictions are a little bit loosened and the bike shop's open, I'm gonna call a guy and drop a couple bills on this thing. She needs servicing. I've tried everything that Burn Peak showed on how to fix a derailleur. I'm pretty sure it's not the derailleur at this point. I'm pretty sure I bent something on the frame and I don't have the right tool to see it. So send it into a pro, let them friggin' straighten it out, and then I'll just drive it like a regular street bike with fat tires and not take it off-roading anymore, because that's what cogged over the program. It was when we went through Laurier Woods and I kind of bounced the bike off of rocks and tree stumps. Oh man, that's one business I know that is currently struggle busting hard. It's the automotive business. I got a call from Ford the other day. I got like a year left right on the truck, and that is mine. I own it. So they called me up because, well, they handle all the financing. I'm actually financing through Ford. 0% interest over, what is it, 60 months, 5 years? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so next April, Truckosaurus is mine and no longer belongs to the bank. So that's pretty awesome. Anyway, Ford also knows this information. So they called me up, asked me how the truck's treating me. I said, fantastic. It hasn't been in for an oil change in a while. Where am I getting my oil changes done? I said, oh, I'm doing it myself. Oh, I said, yeah, the moment the warranty was over. I said, I went in there and I bought 4 of your Motor Master oil filters because the lady at the counter was adamant about using those and nothing else. Not like I'd use Fram on anything. I like my vehicles to last. But I bought a bunch of oil filters from Ford for the key reason of doing my own oil at home. I don't see the point of going into the dealership and having them mess around with my vehicle just to drop some oil and replace it, and then turn around and charge me $120. Like, holy crap, where are you getting your oil from? Straight from the dinosaur, for crying out loud? I decided that better interest for me to just do it myself. I was like, all right, how much mileage do you have in the vehicle? So I told him, at the time it was 18,900 and change kilometers. And she's like, what? She's like, 118? I said, no, 18,900. And she's like, you bought that in at the end of April 2017. I said, yeah. She goes, do you even drive it? I said, well, not right now, but even back then I barely drove. I think last year I probably drove it more than anything the last couple years, because before that all I would do is sit around the house. Like in 2017 I never really went anywhere. I went to work and I came home. 2018 was the year I started losing a lot of weight and getting healthier so I could do more fun things. 2019 was still weight loss and lifting, and last year was biking and stuff, but last year was my most mileage on it ever because of all the driving places to go fishing. But like, I never really drove the truck anywhere. Just tuned from and to work, from and to home, grocery shopping, you know, the odd rip out of town to pick up stuff, like a workout bench here, a Bowflex there. I never really drove it, so she was kind of shocked. So she's like, are you interested in trading in? Because we're definitely looking for used vehicles. So I told him, like, you do realize I drive a 2-door work truck pretty much. 2-door, long box, farm truck, 4x4. And she's like, oh no, we have all the specs here, what your vehicle is. And they basically want it because somebody's looking for that exact vehicle. So they wanted to offer me a trade-in. So I was like, all right. I said, I'll humor you. Let's have some fun here. What are you offering? So she pulls up the stats on a 2021 Ford F-150. So I told her I want 4 doors, 6.5 foot box, not 4 doors, like the 2.5 doors. You know what I mean? Like super cab, I think they call it, crew cab. I don't know, whatever. The one that's like the suicide doors in the back. That's what I wanted. So I can have more room for internal cargo and the 6.5 foot box. Because honestly, I barely ever use the 8-footer. No, my luck though, I would trade up and get a new truck and then I'd regret it. I'd end up getting something that needs the 8-foot bed. So that quad fits in that 6.5, fine. But anyway, she does the math on the truck. She's like, with your trade-in, we're gonna give you and she offered me with my trade-in value, $22,000 is what she offered. I currently, she said I currently owe $10,000 and change, so that would bring that down to a $10,000 buy-in on the new truck, and my monthly payment, she was going to give me 0% finance, would be over the next 6 years, not 5 years, 6 years would be a grand total of, and I think it ended up coming up to like $520 a month. And then I laughed and said, no, I'm good. Because I don't know if you know much about the Ford F-150s with the 5 liters. I won't buy an Eco Diesel or an Eco Boost or any of that bullshit. Right now, I'm paying $460 a month roughly for my truck. So it would literally go up $60 a month for this new vehicle. It would have a couple new features that I would like rear view camera and that. But to be fair, it also comes with another 6 years of payment. No, you know what? There's no rhyme or reason. My truck's still brand new. Yeah, I got a dent in my driver's side door because some friggin' dickhead at Walmart decided to door ding me. But I got low mileage on my vehicle. It's well maintained. I see zero reason to trade it in. Drive it till she rots. I did it with every other vehicle that I've ever owned. You guys only ever seen the one, which was the Pontiac. Bought that in 2009, paid that off in 2014. Drove the shit out of it till 2017. I have a simple rule when it comes to used vehicles. You drive them until the repair costs become that of a car payment. If you're making monthly repairs on your vehicle, if in the year the total repair cost for your vehicle is that of a car payment, you might as well just buy a new vehicle, because there's no point in putting money into a piece of shit unless it has some sentimental value. Hate to say it, but a lot of these new cars, they ain't no 1960s Mustang or a 1960s Camaro or Firebird, GTO, whatever. They ain't no classic car. They're just these throwaway plastic pieces of junk. And you know what? I'll do the same with my truck. I'll drive it until repairing it costs more than new payments on a new vehicle. Then I'll dump it and get something else. Now, mind you, every vehicle I've ever purchased was always 3-4 years old, except for the Tempo. The Tempo was, well, 20 years old. It was a 91, and I bought that in 2001. Before that, I just drove Dad's car on Dad's insurance. It was cheaper. Get some driving experience in. That way there, when I got my own insurance, it didn't cause me an arm and a leg in the firstborn. Yeah, way to go. I have no reason to replace a brand new truck with a brand new truck. That just sounds feasibly irresponsible, or financially irresponsible, especially in times where you're not supposed to be out driving. You're supposed to be sitting at home and watching Netflix, smoking drugs and drinking alcohol and smoking cigarettes, eating chips, because that's all that's essential apparently. Oh man, it's kind of funny, eh? All the things I quit, weed, cigarettes, freaking alcohol, all the things I quit are now the legal things you're allowed to do. Speaking of roofing, people that are doing roofs, that's what brought me. So, got some quotes in, I already talked about that. Right now, I'm actually shocked that those guys are up there doing that, because part of the Ontario thing is no non-essential construction, and apparently roof repair classifies as unessential, so I don't understand what that means. Like, if you have a leaky roof, your house is going to come down and you're going to be homeless. So to me, that's kind of essential that you have a roof. But hey, I'm not a cheeseburger eating walrus like our premier, so whatever. But anyway, what am I getting at here? Oh yeah, I called a place. An advert came up on my Facebook for this company, 7 Roofs or something like that. Anyway, they do steel roof, and I don't know, maybe you saw it on the camera. I'm driving by, a couple people have their product on their roof, and I looked at it and it looks pretty damn good. I'm not even gonna lie, but it looks pretty damn good. Number one, it's gonna keep the chippies out, because they ain't gonna be chewing through no galvanized steel, that's for sure. And number two, it's a lifetime roof, so once it's on there, that's one less thing I gotta worry about. So I called them up. They have some like 0 down, 0 interest, 0 payments. I feel like I'm dealing with Leons. Anybody in Canada, you know what the hell I'm talking about. Anybody in the US, well, I apologize. I'd say move to Canada, but we're just as screwed as you guys are, so whatever. And yeah, so I called them up to get a quote, because Shingles are not cheap. I hate to be the guy who has to do that roof. Yeah, but shingles are not cheap. The labor isn't cheap. That's what I'm getting cocked over on, is the labor. $3 grand. So they told me the steel roofs, due to the cost of increase of shingles, is lately been more financially the smarter move to make. Oh, cardio. Oh, I missed you. Shouldn't say that. I was getting lots of cardio in the winter. Every weekend. To and from the ice hole. Alright, almost home. Alright, my legs are on fire. This is neat. Well, I'd say the first rip on the Fatbike was a success. She worked out pretty good. But like I said, I would like another bike that's a lot lighter than this thing here, because Jesus Murphy, it's pretty much like pedaling a Sherman tank. Like, fine on straightaways, but the moment you get on any sort of an incline, holy sweet Jesus Murphy. You really got to put the legs into it. And my thighs right now are on fire. Feels good. My water has been in the fridge for so long that it was freezing. That's insane. Anyway, people, there you go. So, went out for a rip on the bike. It was freaking awesome. That was fun. My legs are sore. I'm taking some protein. Tonight I'm making a keto version of beef stroganoff. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait. But as for now, I'm basically tuckered out for the day. We started off at 1,200 calories burnt. We're at 2,000 now. So I'd say that's good progress. Currently time is 1:44. We started this here at around, it's been about an hour and a half. Anyway, people, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, give that like button a click. Subscribe if you want. Comment if you want. And until next time, guys, peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.